Well, hello there, everyone. You hear talk about right here is you talk about for warning signs, and basically that this could be like for say a number of meanings, such as what you cause like for anybody that more likely warners to word that I'm like yeah anything to be aware of, as well as like for alarm, and if it's going to be anything related to any type of a if it's like a computer virus or maybe anything that such as like attacks or maybe any type of serious threats or anything like that. But a lot of times we're like warned to where you hear about a lot of times on the TV about whenever I watch the news sometimes to where you're like warned to where that really that it could have been that that more likely somebody if somebody had known some sign of that something was wrong, and one of those signs could have been is to where that that they noticed something wrong with something, and I went and paint right here is like a picture right here, and whenever I was painting this, I was like, yeah, I drew right here is a picture right here, like a cloud right here, and as well as some buildings, and around right here is a bridge right here, and along right here is like a if it could be an ocean or a river, stream, or something like that, and you have right here is like a little rock shape right here, and I was thinking about drawing like maybe a boat right here or something like that. But this could be right here, that like a city right here. And let's just say that I'm like, yeah, this could have been what you call is like work, done that were to where I will be drawing something, and you're like wanting to where try to pick an example of what we think that would be a good example of like a warning or a serious threat or anything like that. And I was using me think about maybe weather patterns, or maybe something that looks too far away, and more likely thinking about, I'm like, yeah, that if something that looked really far away in distance, like something that only looked like a cloud, and then that whenever it gets closer, that it's something else, and that something else could be it's like yeah, that it's what you call that I'm thinking about something such as maybe an attack from a weapon or some kind. But let's just say that something that looks it's too far away really to tell for what it is. And you're like Warren to where whose job is it really is to be aware of like just a guard, like if it's like a guard tower, and you're like Warren to where that I can remember my teacher, from the seventh grade, told me one time that I can remember that she was saying that, well, if you notice something wrong, then, you ought to speak up about it. And a lot of times that whenever I'm in school, I keep thinking about it, and I know that, that more likely is an issue with a lot of students, and then, whoever that's working on a job to where that if you notice something wrong about something, then more likely is to where they try to speak up, but then you're like, well, I didn't think that you would believe me, or that you don't listen to me. Nobody hardly ever listens to me, and you're like Warren to where if you see something wrong, maybe with the test results, or maybe you may see a red flag on something, and I drew these examples right here, some flags, and these right here, by saying you're using the gradient tool right here to draw these flags right here. But you have right here is a flag right here that will represent like a warning sign, and for whenever the serious warning sign to word it that this is serious, and then a yellow more I could see use caution, but then green or more I could be is like well there ain't no hazardous warnings at this time, or like warning to where what is black, or what is a black flag, and you're like warning to where did that mean does that necessarily mean to where that well there are no warnings, like if you were to buy a cup of coffee or maybe clean detergent or anything like that, and you're like warned to where anything maybe with a black label, it more likely that could mean also is to where that yeah, maybe risk of electrical shock, and I know that there will probably be a warning sign on that as well. So you're like warned to where you had these different colors right here. But I guess if one of these will be like or size like it, warning signs, so like levels of warning signs, different colors right here to where when everything increases to where that this right here is a serious matter to where oh yeah that's practically normal. There ain't nothing to worry about. But I'm like wondering to where the difference between the red flag and the yellow flag right here. And then working with these different color gradients, and you're like wondering to where that does a yellow basically mean to where well you can ignore it this time, and you can ignore this this time, But then this one right here, yeah, there ain't nothing there really to tell if there's anything seriously wrong. But then whenever it turns to like an orange or a red flag, and they're like warning to, or what about the purple flag? But just kind of be aware of thinking about. I'm like, really, whose job is it, really, to be alert of anything that we may find wrong? And you're like warning to her that yeah, that the people that mention about that if we see something wrong, any warning signs and different pieces of the puzzle, and you're like wondering to her, you know, hey, that seems like they say that there ain't enough evidence really to do anything about it. It's like there ain't enough proof, but if there's not enough warning signs out there, let's just say if there was only one big piece of the puzzle to where that there is nothing really to connect to, then more likely that the chances are that yeah, they may just they'll keep an eye on it. They'll they'll ignore it this time, or they'll ignore it again if it's not really a serious matter. And I don't know if that's really a smart choice to decide on, to where like any type of warning signs to where that more likely about what's going on about something, but then somebody else that may not tend to listen. But a lot of times that's usually how I thought about it, is whenever I was in school, to where if you notice something wrong, then you're like, I don't know what you're talking about because I've checked it already. Or so it's like that's usually what I think about, though, is like not a lot of people probably think that I'm crazy, that they don't listen to me. They think that oh, it's just that's practically normal. There's a water heater, maybe downstairs or something like that, or this right here. It looks like a boat or some kind, but then it could be a rock, or maybe uh, it could be like an explosive device or anything like that. So any type of warning signs, to where that whenever we look at these warning signs, to where they seemed very harmless, but then until they go to like the green, into the yellow, and then off to the red. So we're like warning to where that is it about the distance, or about really for how people handle, is to where that that during their spare time that they are building something or doing something that causing issues on the computer systems, whichever it is. So we're like warning to where that just like with the cleaners, whenever you buy clean detergent, that you don't expect it to be flammable. And I know that, like I say, that, like with any chemistry test, to where that you're like warned, to where that one cleaning detergent, that they say that, yeah, it's made to clean surfaces, maybe in the bathroom or in the kitchen or some kind. But, really, I'm like, is it really necessarily used to where that, yeah, if you're, kids will be kids to where you use it, for like a science experiment, to where that they're going to go ahead and use it for, anything, to light fireworks or anything like that, or if it's going to be anything such as it's like, yeah, that with that cleaning detergent, that they went ahead and use that for some kind, to where that they're going to go ahead and use it for another type of formula or something like that. And then but any type of fluid, to where that whenever you mix fluids together, to where and then there's like a chemical in there that could be that could be dangerous. But anyway, but well, I could think about, you would not even think that cooking spray would be flammable. If I can remember right, cooking spray more likely may seem harmless, but then whenever it's around flames, and let's just say that if it's going to be somewhere where that there's an open container or anything like that, you're like warned to where that's not safe, especially room temperatures of a certain amount of degrees. So just think about it. It's like when you attack an alarm and an aware, I know like the different warning signs, to where whose job really it is, just to really be aware of what's going on. Like, and I don't think it's all true, to where that yeah, that a red flag, and then you have right here is these different colors. Do any of these that represent maybe a false alarm? And like say, well, we may think that, oh, it's probably a false alarm, but I'm thinking about that. That yeah, warning signs, I'm sure that to come to attention to most all of us. Even though if we may not think it's our job, and just think about it, try to speak up for anything that we find wrong. Just keep an eye on it. But anyway, but talk about there is like for warning signs. Thanks for watching. Like, and have a great day.